just want to ask a quick question. We're about to now, right? No, hold on. Hey, yo, I got a quick question. Yo, what's the one sopa lo garífonas be eating? Nah, like, what's the actual name behind it? Alright. No, but the actual, like, traditional, like, I mean, like, lo garífonas. Like, that one.
I don't know, y'all telling me soybeans and shit.
Alright, because I'm doing a project for this. Alright.
What you talking about?
I'm telling my brother, because he's like, no, it's me.
You acting like that was wrong.
It's me. No, it's my brother. My brother.
No, not you, him.
Alright, you hear me? Alright, yo, let me call you back. What's up?
Oh, there's something wrong?
What?
What's wrong?
No, what?
No,
All right, welcome to the Piece by Piece podcast. I'm your host, William Parham, and I'm here with...
Mess.
And...
Wait.
Yeah, I said once I close the doors, we're starting. You made a phone call.
Recording?
I've been recording. So I was like, why did you just call someone?
Oh, my fault, because
You
I'm
good? I was like, what the hell is going on?
We're going to cut this part out real quick anyway, sorry. Alright.
I already said what I got to say. Yo,
I
it's your
didn't
turn.
know, bro, you were recording. Okay, let's just restart. Let's do the intro real quick. I'm sorry, man, my fault, bro. Oh, God, like, I had no idea. I feel like a dick now.
All right, welcome to the Piece by Piece podcast. I'm your host, William Parham, and I'm here with...
Yo, man, it's Mess.
Matt, nice to meet you. And we're here with another reoccurring guest. Thank you. Your name?
Yash Introduction.
The one and only personal trainer, young man.
Bodyguard.
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 Middle G, middle B.
All right.
B for bodyguard.
That's
All right, but today we're here to talk about heartbreaks and losing focus. Two different separate topics, but starting off, why are we talking about this topic? You believe so? So, this podcast is about mental health, and we are all in college, and you know, with college comes dating. We all have our experiences. We're finding what we do like and what we don't like, you know, whether it's, not speaking for myself here, don't want to call myself out, finding the right person to fit your life. And it's a trial and error. You might find someone you sticks with, or they might leave you, and, you know, you got to move on, or they have to move on. Comes with the process.
It's all learning experience, honestly.
Yeah, but for some people it's hard to recover from that. Other people it's a learning experience, and other people kind of see it as a game. We're here to discuss that a little further and also give our own experiences and advice for those who are dealing with heartbreaks. Things you can do to recover, things that you can do to understand, and more importantly, why you might have had a heartbreak. Moving into it later, we will be talking about losing focus. In college, there's plenty of distractions and lots of temptations going around where you might lose track of what you're doing, let alone what you're studying. You might change your major, you might even drop out. So, getting into that, now we'll begin. Heartbreaks. What's everyone's definition of a heartbreak?
Honestly, a heartbreak's a heartbreak. And what I mean by that, it's just like kind of like, it could just be like, I would say heartbreak is like the result of a expectation. Yeah. So say for example, like when most people, they go into dating, for the most part, they're kind of like hoping that this kind of works out in the long run, you know? Like I think most people, when they jump in relationships, they're not like looking at for a short gain. I mean, some people are, but most people are like trying to see where it goes. And when the person leaves or you leave, you know, both sides, there's always like a weird sad side until it, you know, even if you're like the person that breaks up, you know. So I just think that heartbreak is just the result of some type of expectation.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah.
That's actually a good way of putting it, because like when you have heartbreaks, it's because things didn't turn out the way you wanted
expect them to be a certain person.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Josh.
That was the same thing.
Hold on. There you go, same thing.
I mean, it's basically the same thing. However, you know, it's basically exactly how I said. It's just a person putting in a lot of time and effort into a person, and all of a sudden it just doesn't work in their favor. And then they are left to deal with the backlash of however it went wrong with. And yeah, that's pretty much what heartbreak is. Yes.
Two opinions I have to really, you know, consider. I think heartbreak is just when two sides don't agree and one side wanted more from the other. So kind of following what you're saying, expectations. Like if one person, you know, didn't get everything they wanted or experienced, and the other person kind of just quit, that person's left broken, specifically in the heart, because their emotions are still attached to that said person. It's interesting. In college, I feel like with all the stress we deal with, that's when our emotions are the highest, and we kind of just want to have some level sanity, if not someone to match those emotions with us.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just think that dating in college is like, I don't think it even counts, if I'm being honest, unless if you guys get married out of it.
Yeah.
The reason I will say that is because people are, I would say the fickleness is crazy during the college years with like most people. I'll say mostly like a lot of like the women here, like college age women are like mad fickle. Like emotions are fleeting already.
I was about to say, you can say the same for men.
Like, you know.
Men are just as fickle as women.
No, I don't believe that.
I
Big,
so.
Some women,
no,
some men are.
like some men are. So usually those type of men are the ones who are of a certain, like, those type of men are the ones with usually with a lot more options. Most dudes don't really have a whole lot of options. So some dudes just take what they can get, you know what I'm saying, and get attached more.
Right.
They'll start getting attached to a person. Sometimes it's not the healthiest. Most of the time, I don't think being attached to someone is very healthy.
And you're
Well,
right.
that's what I'm saying when I say more fickle, because men
He's right about that, because a lot of women that I've met, and like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but like these are like, you know, women who are not that good looking, okay, and they are still getting like at least 5 to 7 men that are willing to like give everything to them. You understand? They got a lot of more options than the average guy. For example, me, I don't got that many options because I don't. But if you go to like some random girl, I could pick any woman in this room and they can tell you about 5 guys that are trying to
Look
get
at
at
the
them.
Instagram DMs.
You can literally, every girl, I go in I see their Instagram DMs, from seeing their iMessages, from seeing, just being in public when I'm just sitting next to them, and all of a sudden a guy will, like one of my mans will just dap me up, and all of a sudden they'll just like, hey, what's your name? You know, but if it was like any other person, any other dude, they would just be like, oh, how you doing, man? They don't really care. But if it was a woman sitting next to me, they'd be like, hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Hey, do you go to, what dorm you go in? That's like literally every single time.
Well, like I was going to say, answering both of your questions, I was going to say men can be a bit fickle, if not as fickle as college women, because they don't have maybe as many options. So whatever they can, they'll settle, or they'll maybe lower their standards. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't get the apple at the top of the tree. You're going to work your way down to the bare fruit at the bottom.
I think so. Wait, what's your definition of fickle, bro? I'm just genuinely curious.
Are you deep, like promiscuous, right?
No, so fickle means like kind of like that, but the thing is that they're really wishy-washy. That's what I mean with their emotions.
Undecisive.
Undecisive. That's what I mean.
Indecisive.
So that's what I'm saying when I say most women are undecisive, especially like college years. The younger they are, the more undecisive they're going to be.
Okay.
But and it's no shade towards them. It's just like an observation, you know.
I'm sticking with my answer then.
So yeah, no, I mean, understandable.
Men are indecisive as well. I'd say men bite off more than they can chew.
Only those that have a lot of options have the right to be undecisive. Because to be undecisive means that you have
indecisive.
Indecisive means that you have multiple options.
Right.
So the thing is, most men don't have a lot of options. So therefore, they don't have the luxury to become indecisive. So the thing is, most women, like, they have like a lot more options than the average man. So what I'm going to say is that they're fickle, but it's not like saying that they're bad people. Is what I'm saying. It's just like that. When it comes down to dealing with like a lot of women, it's like kind of, you need to realize, bro, you could talk to a girl for like a week straight, 2 weeks straight, next day never talk to you again. Right. And it is what it is, and it's okay because it happens.
That can also be on the men's behalf, saying like a man can be indecisive because he might be getting into more than he expected. Like, he might have had one initiative, like let's say he wanted for the girl, and then it ends up turning into a whole spiel where, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of drama between the two of them, and like he didn't sign up for all that. So then he abandons ships and jumps.
Okay, but we're talking about fickleness. Like,
fickle, like indecisive. Let's say, I'll give a scenario. Like, a guy wants to hook up with a girl, college guy, college girl. Mm-hmm. And then let's say one of them catches feelings. And let's say for this situation, it's the woman who catches feelings. Mm-hmm. His initiative was he just wanted to hit it and quit. Now her initiative is she wants, now that he's hit, like, to start a relationship or get to know each other. Like, she's feeling some type of way about him. Mm-hmm. But he can't make the decision now because, sure, like, he likes this girl, but not for that reason of a relationship. He just wants to use her in that type of sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, we know a couple, 2, 3 people who just use you go down that path.
I don't think. I think if you just want her for sex, that's not liking her, bro. That's just.
It's not liking her, but I'm saying it's indecisive. But like you're gonna keep her around even though.
No, bro. That just sounds like a guy. That just sounds like a guy that knows what he's doing. There's a difference. That because there's intention. I'm sorry. If you know, if you know you're gonna like.
But not sticking with one. I should have added that.
Yeah,
like
because
he'll go to someone else.
Meaning that he has the luxury to be indecisive. Because think about it. If you have 3 women that are into you, you're not gonna just want to settle with one unless one of them just completely stands out. Nah. You know. But that's the thing. Like this is how most men think, bro. You might be kind of person like you might still think that those kind of values, but I'm telling you, bro. Like when you talk to bro, locker room talk. Talk to these, bro. Shit be wild, bro. Like you be hearing some of the craziest shit,
Oh, for sure.
Like let's be real, bro. Like.
But what can stop these instances that we are seeing? Like what can stop, people hurting other people in this manner when they're like how you were just saying that a person was just trying to hit. First off, we shouldn't be thinking that way. Hooking up, period, is just a waste of time. That's how I look. I did it. I felt disgusted.
It's not a waste of time.
Yeah.
I would say it's a waste.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a waste.
It ain't a waste, my friend. It's like a business transaction.
It is a business transaction. However, I feel that sex, this is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sex is like a very intimate thing, and if we constantly abuse it, then sex will not be intimate anymore. It will just be a movement.
Right.
Instead of it turned from love into movement. Now, here's what I'm trying to get at. When there are 2 ways a person can go after a relationship, 2 places. They can either whore around, go to parties, and not even forget the parties, but like run away from their problems by either using men, using alcohol, using substances, or they can deal with that problem sober. Deal with that heartbreak sober by, let's say, journaling. Let's say going to the gym. Let's say going for a walk. Let's say
8 o'clock.
Let's say going for yoga. Let's say being social with your friends. Let's say doing something more productive. Now, how I look at a person is I look at a painting. If you have a clear, let's say for you, Will, if we have a clear portrait of you, all right, and you take the bad route,
right.
All of a sudden, every time you make a mistake, you fuck a girl, you get drunk at a party, you smoke something, you do something bad.
This definitely ain't me.
You're going to get a stain on that painting.
Right.
And eventually you'll get a bunch of stains on that painting until it looks like an abstract art.
John Pollock?
Yeah. And what is abstract art? You basically got to look real hard to see its beauty. You got to look real hard to see abstract art's beauty.
Misunderstood art is what abstract art is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know. But like
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, though.
Shit,
you lose track of the picture.
Yeah, and then the thing is, for when you want to be that good person again, you try you try to get back out there trying to look for an awesome man, or an awesome woman. You got all this shit on you. You got all this business on you, and to them, you look like an abstract painting. When you could have just looked like a clear picture, could have dealt with your shit like a woman or like a man, handle it sober, and just fuck all to everything, because then you would have been stronger. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just my intake on it. I don't like hookups because the thing is, it just breaks a man's everything. It makes you feel like a whore. And the thing is, like, you wanna be conservative with it. I was a whore for a couple months where I just had 2 bodies. I fucked 2 girls, in the name of a hookup.
Sorry.
I know.
No.
So you ate a whore. You get 2 bodies in a couple months, bro.
That's hard.
Trust me, that's
yeah. But I was just
Whoa.
I felt disgusting. The first hookup was mainly for I just wanted to see if I could do it. It was with my I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah,
it was my ex.
Leave this anonymous.
Yeah, it was from my ex a long time ago. They treated me like shit during high school, so I wanted to say what happens. I did a social experiment on them. Basically, I treated them like shit, and that's where I learned the lesson. You treat a woman like shit, they'll walk 1,000 miles for you. You treat a woman like a queen, you'll have to walk 1,000 miles for them. That's the thing, is you have to learn how to balance it out. And listen, I treated her like shit. She literally drove 30 fucking miles to see me. Shit was crazy.
My boy said Steph.
Shit was crazy. And the second one, I left that joint. I hooked up with her.
Joy.
Went in the Uber, and I looked out the window. I felt like crying because I just felt like disgusting. I felt disgusted. Like, the fuck?
Well, I don't want to get off too topic here, but
Yeah.
so for the people who fall into that stain painting description you're saying, I don't want to slander them because they're, it's life. They might have made mistakes or they might like enjoying what they do, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But for the way you're describing it, it might be hard for someone who has different values to, see them that same way. So yes, unless that person cares about the way others look at them, that might be tarnished. But in terms of, relationships and maybe finding someone else, there could be someone out there who can relate to that experience and could, quite literally be a perfect match because they might just be as stained, quote unquote, as they are. But moving forward from this, because I feel like we're talking about heartbreak a lot now. Let's talk about maybe some solutions, and let's start with first understanding why you're feeling, heartbreak. I think people, or from my personal experience, I'll add on, experience heartbreak because it's a lesson that you're learning. It's when you might have desired the person more than that person's desired you. And so you're left with this feeling of unanswered emotions within yourself, whereas that other person might just have moved on and you just feel still attached to that person, but that person is no longer attached to you.
It's closure.
Yeah,
What you're looking for.
Yeah, you're looking for closure, but you haven't. The door's still open.
That's why you gotta close it and get your closure, because if you keep hanging on, it's gonna make you miserable.
Well,
I
understand why.
So I understand that why there's coping mechanisms where some people may just move on from relation to relationship. I was gonna say women kind of do this a lot, where they move from guy to guy, really quick. Unfortunately, like, they don't realize, like, not calling them like bad people, but it's just kind of like the most unhealthiest way you can go about it. Because the thing is, while you're trying to get away from that baggage, you're not realizing like the trail you're making. That you don't realize how much, like, how can I put this? You don't realize how worse and worse your baggage is getting, trying to get away from a certain baggage. Because at the end of the day, man, like, you just sit, you lay down and you're just like, damn, I really did that. And then it's like, it eats, I mean, for some people it eats away at them. For me, personally, when it comes down to like hooking up with people, that does not bother me whatsoever. Like, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to call it a mistake because I intentionally knew I wanted to do my thing with this person, and the person knew. So it's like, that's why personally I would
Use
never.
protection.
Yeah, exactly. So like me and the person, consensual, we knew what we were doing, Yeah, I mean, would they feel shame about it? Man, maybe, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm not going to like be like one of those people like, oh, I fucked you. Yeah, all this. Like, nah, it's like, oh, it is what it is,
It's only worrisome if, like, you might contract something or...
That's a fact. Yeah, use protection. I mean, like,
use protection and get tested. I will not say that enough. But no, so understanding...
I'm just going to grab the pen, sorry.
Oh, so, like, yeah, understanding where heartbreak comes from. Now we can kind of fall into how to deal with it and, get over it and move past it. For me, I guess how I get over heartbreak really quick is that I just have to keep being productive, but I have to understand why I have these feelings. Like, I can't just do something to avoid them. I have to say, like, okay, I feel this way because so-and-so left me. I still have feelings for so-and-so, but even though she might not have feelings for me, I need to come to terms and understand that it is okay because I need to move on and not stay in the past. Sure, I'll remember this experience again for maybe the next time I date someone, but I'm not going to make that baggage my next partner's baggage. I will associate this experience as like a learning experience for sure, just in case like if I experience like a similar situation, but I'm not going to carry this over to my next person. So I'm going to forgive, forget, and kind of just, move on. That's how I see it. I have to just understand it before I forgive that person.
I understand what you mean. Like, yeah. I mean, I probably, like, I'm sorry. Similarly, like, I would say, being productive, at one point you're going to have to accept it. So say, for example, something really shitty happened to you. You're going to have to accept it and realize it is what it is. Don't, like, try to repress it whatsoever because that's even worse. Because, like, you will end up spilling it to the next person.
Right. You'll explode.
But also, like, I would say, you teach you to be more careful. That's it. Like, honestly, I mean, some people might, the way they're careful, some people don't even mind give the other person a chance, or they might just cheat on their girlfriends ever since that one heartbreak. I know a lot of people that do that.
I don't like that scenario.
Like, no, but it's just a very common thing nowadays in this
like,
generation. Like,
they'll be like, oh, my ex did this, so I'm not gonna do this.
Nah, some people don't even say. People are just like, bro, I know people that have gotten heartbroken. They never really they never really accepted it, and they said they just cheat on every single girl they got. I mean, they're still with some of these girls today, bro. And it's just kind of like some people have just accepted, like, fuck it. I mean, but those situations are a little different. for other reasons. But yeah, I mean, I would say besides like hitting the gym, I mean, like work for something, you know, open up a business. At least make sure, bro, if you're going to, I hate to say it, if you're gonna cheat, bro, at least be high value. Don't be a trashy ass dude just cheating.
Facts.
Like, at least like make sure your woman is actually taken care of if you're going to cheat, bro. Like straight up. Get like a second wife and treat her the same.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, so I was wanting to be a little bit controversial. Yeah.
Even through heartbreak, treat heartbreak as like a learning experience.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like,
Don't repress it.
for everyone who's, let's say I want to say for 18 to 21-year-olds, so like starting off college, or maybe you're halfway through there, or you're at that ending point. Use, you know, dating as a way to learn from your partner. Like you should be getting something out of that experience other than, you know, intimacy and physicality. You should be, you know, for me, I'd like to learn from my partner, have them teach me something or give me a new perspective on life that I'm not understanding. And don't get me wrong, like lust and intimacy will be there, like that's a part of the balance, but like I feel like I have to be growing. So the advice I'm giving is always look for growth. Like, what did this person teach me? And how can I just use that for, like, my life now? Sure, they're not here anymore, but what did I learn from them now that they're gone?
Yeah, I always say that.
Yeah.
Always, every time I be, like, coming out of, like, a horrible ass relationship, I was just thinking, like...
No relationship's horrible.
Oh, what? No, just because you haven't had any.
No, I have.
trash.
They're just all learning experiences, though.
No, well,
They make you a better
no.
person.
Well, I'm talking about, like, literally getting your, like, nose punched in by your girl, like shit, like that, and you can't hit her back, or you can't like try to tell her to stop, but she don't listen.
Right.
That type of stuff.
Now you know not to
I'm talking
pick
like,
aggressive
like,
women.
Like, you know, what do you learn from every relationship? A lot of people don't understand it. They just decided to conclude it with women ain't shit. I'm gonna whore around.
Nah.
That's my only like.
That's insecurity.
Yeah, that's an insecurity.
so?
That's a.
Yeah, saying women ain't shit is crazy.
No, not the women ain't shit. I mean, that's just annoying. But yeah, I'm talking about like
Whoring around, you think that's insecurity? I don't think that's insecurity. That's like, do you need confidence to even approach those women? But the woman ain't shit. That's just bitter. That's just bitter.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bitter.
No,
I should have said bitter.
Okay, because I was gonna say like screwing around, whoring around. That takes a lot more confidence. Like,
It's also a cry for help. I see it as a cry for help. Like
depends. Because it really depends, bro. Like who's doing it.
That's true.
Depends who's doing it. Because
That's true.
for one, like it's really hard to like for us dudes. For most dudes, it's really hard to kind of like even get a number. So let alone do the actual
Okay.
act. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for some dudes it is, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I-
Some dudes just shaking. They can't even ask a girl for a number, bro. I've seen it.
My phone's a calculator.
Bro, I mean, sometimes it'd be like that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'd be surprised. It'd be like kind of like, oh man. But then I ask the number, and I'm like, oh, it's finally over. Now what I do? It's like,
I'm very big on just forgive and forget. Like if you lose another number, move on.
oh
to the
wait,
next
losing
one.
that? Well, that's nothing, bro. Who cares?
I mean, like if you ask for a number and you get rejected or you don't.
oh yeah,
get it.
move on. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Don't be a creep.
Exactly.
You're weird as hell. But the
Exactly.
thing is, I just thought that you guys were saying that like. I thought you guys were saying that like fucking a bunch of women is insecure. I'm like, I would argue that's the complete reverse. But
It
women,
can be.
But saying women ain't shit, I would say that's definitely
bitter.
better. That's like, bro.
But like
that's
having
lame.
intercourse with a bunch of women, I'm saying that might come off as insecure is because you're not. How do I say this? You don't want to stick through the hardships. You just want all the fun.
Right.
Like it's like you want to eat dessert, but you don't want to eat your veggies for dinner.
Well, it depends how you come off. If you let the person know, like, I'm trying to be like this.
Yeah. Like you want all the fun, but you don't want any of like the other things that come with it.
I mean, you just make sure that the
Like-
person that's what you're down for. Like,
Right. Like consent.
yeah,
Yes.
like,
Thank you.
Like,
Sorry.
like yeah, like
consent.
yo, I'm not
Obviously.
trying to have a relationship. I'm just trying to do my. I'm just trying to hook up. And she said, yeah, bro.
If you're
But
straightforward,
because you know, at the end of the day,
shoot it.
bro, if they feel some type of way about it, they only got by themselves to blame.
Right, because you,
Like, if
you let them know.
If you tell a girl like, yo, I'm just trying to hook up, and she's like, yeah, if she catches feelings, bro, don't let them fool you and make you feel like shit because they fucked up and accepted that they just wanted to be hook up, like, and they thought the relationship was gonna come out of it. That's stupid. That's on them. I mean, that could be on the guy too. Like, if a girl, like, you know, for some odd reason, ask a guy like hook up, and the dude expects a relationship, and he gets heartbroken, he's a fucking moron. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
No cap.
Like, oh god, like,
Yeah.
A good topic
Like,
to
yeah.
also talk about.
Whoa.
Like same.
Oh, okay.
obviously.
I was about to say, please don't change it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna change shit. I was thinking like, when should a person get back get back out there? When is it like?
never.
Nah. If you really want my opinion, it's when you feel like you're a better version of yourself. So like for me, I think our last podcast, I talked about how I went through some really rough shit with some friends. I really had to take a step back. Like I took a year off. Like I didn't go on social media. I didn't really like talk to anyone. I kind of just like focused on things I like to do and what I want to do. And it's more so I became self-obsessed to the point where like I quite literally love myself more than I do like and anyone else other than
What
the man
exactly
upstairs.
happened?
What do you mean?
What exactly happened for you to like walk away? What was the incident?
All right, if I can sum it up real quick. Going through college, I lost the opportunity to keep playing college sports, and that was something that kept me super grounded. So like what people have for partying and smoking and socializing and all that, sports was my outlet. Losing that, I had no clue what the fuck to do with my time because I had no free time. I had all this free time, and working out wasn't enough for me because there was no competition. Like working out, like I can't like be creative. I can't play the sport. No, not like that. When I say competition, like when you do a one-on-one with someone.
Joke, bro.
Oh, okay. But moving on from that, so like coming to UMBC, it made it harder for me because one, I wasn't playing sports. Two, this school's like super not social, so
Bro.
like making friends made it super hard for me. So I was really like loaning by myself. And on top of that, classes got super fucking hard, and I had to change my major. So like I was really like wandering this campus trying to like figure out what am I doing,
Like, where do you fit in?
where do I fit in and what the hell am I gonna do? Like I don't know where to go, what to happen. So then afterwards I meet some great friends on campus and dorming and housing. So we became friends because we kind of had to stay together. People realized like I was a cool dude. I was a little weird, but I was still fun. And then like close friend tried to put me on with a nice lady, so to speak. And then long story short, I was going through some things with withdrawal because I stopped taking my antidepressants because I didn't like the way they were making me feel. I was dealing with a lot of family troubles at home. And then when it came for me like hanging out with this girl one-on-one, it was like I found out she didn't even like want to be with me. She was kind of using me to get back with the friend that introduced me to her. And like he was on par with it too because he showed me messages and like they were texting each other like about me. And then man's like pretty much tried to set up a threesome type deal. Like he literally walked up to me like one day, was like, yo, like G this chick with me. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild.
I was like, won't you just try to put me on with her? And I was like, and it made it worse because he was trying to like, he was flexing in front of like all friends in the dorm. He was like showing like text messages saying like, nah, she wants me, bro. I don't know if I can give her to you now. And he's like showing text messages she was sending him. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So like to real talk, I felt fucking heartbroken. And I wasn't even like in it fully. I was just trying to get to understand it. And so that fucked me up internally because not only did I feel like I got betrayed by friends that I didn't need to get fucking betrayed by, but I was dealing with I had no place of escape where I could feel like I could go smile with people. Like, when you got to get out the house and like be with your friends when your parents are acting some type of way. But I was having issues with my mom and my grandparents. And now I'm having issues with my friends at college. So like I didn't know where the fuck I was gonna go. So I was like broken. So like I just moved into a single dorm, requested with me and my dog, and I just focused on school from there on out. And then quarantine hit, and then that's when I was like, okay, I don't really want to talk to anyone right now. So I started like going on hikes, started hanging out in nature, started like writing to myself. I started getting in the gym a lot more, whatever I could outside. Sports, like I would practice basketball, or I would try like a new sport, like maybe golf or like tennis or swimming or something. Like I would try all these different things. And so long story short, I enjoyed the process through it all up until the point where I just became content with being by myself. It was just me and my dog. So then once quarantine ended and I came back to school, I had a whole different mindset. Like my goal was I'm just gonna graduate. I know what I want to do with my life. I know I've like came from a bad spot mentally, and now if I can do it, what can I do to learn more knowledge to spread this to other people? Hence why like this podcast is another reason I've started it, because like I don't want anyone to feel the way I did. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I kind of became self-obsessed with myself, and honestly, audiobooks helped too, and I started really not to give a fuck what people thought about me, because during that time no one gave a fuck about how I felt. So like, not sound like a dick, but why the fuck should I care what the world thinks of me? Yeah, I know that was a lot, but yeah, that's really like where it all stemmed from. And now I'm just me, kind of happy with myself. Found God.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's crazy. I didn't think.
I know that was a lot to take in.
No, it's beautiful, man. You told us their entire things, and I'm pretty sure you're looking back at everything you just said, and you're just
Oh
like,
yeah, I'm thinking about it all.
I bet you feel proud of yourself now because you came a long damn way.
Oh,
Before
for sure.
you were, one of these, basic kids, just like.
I wasn't basic. I was a nudist.
Well, not basic, but I'm
Oh.
saying like, you dealt with your thing
Yeah.
in a way that most people wouldn't deal with it.
Oh,
You
for
understand?
sure.
And you come a long way. You've accomplished a lot. You recite readings from your religion as well as just anything else.
Oh,
You want to
I
learn-
read the Quran and the Bible.
Yes, exactly. It's beautiful.
I know that's crazy, but like I enjoy both texts.
You know, we used to have wars for this, but okay.
I'm sorry.
Like,
No, there's literally two.
one or the other, bro. One or the other.
No, because they go hand in hand so well. I'm not all right. For those who are religious, like, don't take this to heart. I write little like concepts in my journal that like hit me. So like Proverbs 16:16. Today's the 16th, which is crazy. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather than to be chosen silver. So like wisdom's better than gold rather than someone like spit that knowledge to you.
Well, I
as
mean,
if
I
it's
kind of
own.
know, so I can.
Like get your own knowledge.
Yeah.
Don't let someone choose you.
No,
for
so
knowledge.
that's what I wanted to kind of like bounce like off something like that. Now that you mention it,
Yeah.
That's what. So the original thing was like, how does one? What was it? How does one go about like was it the heartbreaks? What's the thing that was asking before you went on like the story, the thing that happened to you?
How does one deal with heartbreak or understand heartbreak?
No, like how we were. It was like, what was the original question before like you went into your story? Because like Yash asked you like
What did I do to recover from all that or like handle it?
I mean, it was something else. Honestly, I can't remember.
What did I do for myself?
Nah, it was something else before this. Like I'm like, what led into this story? Because I think they were talking about like how like I guess you see like heartbreak or something like that as.
We talked about that. I said heartbreak was a learning experience.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already forgetting it, but like I wanted to say something back. Like while I was listening to your story, I forgot.
My fault.
No, you're good. It's just like it had to do with something. I was gonna say that I think like since like when you guys are in college, I think you should try. I know it sounds stupid. I think you guys should try to date as many people as you can. That way you can actually get to know what each of these people are.
Oh no, that's facts.
because,
I agree.
Seriously, throw yourself into the. It might hurt. Throw yourself into the fucking war zone. And you know what? You'll come out stronger. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
stronger.
Like I mean, it's just the truth. Think about it. All right, we all date some people that are on some hoes. You know what I'm saying? We date some good people. Sometimes it don't work out. It is what it is.
We love them.
But man, you know what I'm saying? We hate getting played by hoes, but I think most people love hoes. Honestly, we hate getting played by them, but I think most people love hoes. I mean, not many, but like the thing is, I think a lot of people, when they're younger, they come like with the intent of like dating and thinking like happily ever after, but you don't realize as you get older, you're like, man, that was like life's like really short. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta like when you get older, you get a little bit more selective on like who you be around. But I think like when you're younger, you should just kind of like experience different people, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're like, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like
test the waters.
Like test the waters, and also put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Not like on some weirdo stuff.
Not on some
not Title IX type stuff. No, not like that.
High reward, high risk.
Yeah.
Take calculated risk.
Yeah,
Calculated
like, yeah.
risk. Don't like put your life at stake.
Fuck
Don't go to
no,
Astro World
no,
for the sake of seeing
yeah.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
But like go to the gym and try to like PR. That's
Yeah.
the best example I can give. You might hurt yourself, but like you got to test your strength to see if your regimen's working.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I would say that it's like, because like there's some people when people tell me like, oh, should you just focus on yourself? Like, I get what you mean, but also, like if say for example you're a person that say you come from a heartbreak and you don't give anyone else a chance, bro, just letting you know you're about to get heartbreak.
Set yourself up for
Heartbreak,
failure.
another second heartbreak will take you out, and this is what I mean, right? So say for example you go through your first heartbreak, right, and you close everyone off. The second person you meet might treat you nice, might make you feel wanted, but at the same time, when that person plays you, you're going to be wondering what the hell just happened. And you know what happened? Because you lack experience. Just because you have sex with someone or y'all do a little bit of something, that does not mean anything. That truly, I hate to say it, that doesn't mean anything. That's why like with the hooking up thing, like I hate to say it, but yeah, we live in a generation where hooking up is like glorified now. I mean, honestly, hooking up doesn't mean anything. So like I kind of understand like.
That's when Yash said like sex is just like a movement. It kind of is.
It is.
I wanted to interrupt you and say
Yeah.
like sex. There's a difference between actual love and just like sex. Like sex is
Making love and then it's
sex
like
is a
sex,
movement,
yeah.
but love is like when you're invested, I'd say.
Yeah.
Like, you can love the gym because you put so much time into it, where you know you're chasing to aesthetics or fitness goals, or even, you set standards that you want for yourself in the gym. You fall in love with that. Or a craft you do. You fall in love with the process of it and the results it gives you. Same with the person. You fall in love with who they are and the results you get with them and the growth you have. So on and so forth. But when you're having like sex, that's like no different than, don't get me wrong here, excuse me, but I'd see it's like running on a treadmill and working out. It's just like working out, bro. It's just like working out. But you get that runner's high, you feel good, you just want to like, it's the same thing. I would honestly say it's the same thing.
I will say,
only difference is there's a danger you might make a baby.
That, and I was gonna say, sometimes when you're hooking up and you really like this person, you're pretty much just like kind of doing the thing and just hoping it really works out.
Yeah.
It's, you're literally running on like pipe dreams sometimes.
Right. So when you say you love this person, it's like that's where it gets weird because is it just the sex you're loving with this person? Or do you love this person for everything they do outside of that intimacy?
That's the complication that I want people to avoid.
Right. People don't understand that. But I agree.
But the only way you can do that, like I said, experience. Throw yourself out there. That's why I'm always telling people, tell me, oh, just focus on yourself. I get what you're saying, but sometimes, dude, if you focus too much on yourself, imagine if you focus on yourself, get a good ass job when you're like you get a good ass job, you build all this money, become a millionaire, open your business, boom. You have no experience with women, you get with the first girl that gives you even like the slightest like attention, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna marry this chick. Next thing you know, she treats you the worst, she cheats on you, she does all this, she takes all your assets. And you know what? That's your fault. That's
you hear
the guy's
about
fault.
that soccer player?
Bro, King. Was it Hakimi?
Something.
Bro, he put his assets in his mom's name when his wife tried to take
filed for divorce.
And you know what's funny? She tried to reverse the divorce. Nah, he's a king, straight up. That's what all y'all should do.
So pretty much famous football player, or he's famous now. Football player. He's football. Pretty much put all his assets, like Mess said, in his mother's name. And so when the wife, I think she's like a model or something, she has like a $3 million net worth, tried to file for divorce. You know, when you file for divorce, you take half of what the man has. She couldn't. She ended up having to give half of what she had to him, because he was technically broke.
Such a Chad.
Bro, that's it.
King.
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, he's a king for that, but you know what I'm saying? Misogyny!
Nah, that's...
I know, bro. I just wanted to say that.
It's his world.
No. It's his world. I just wanted to say that because I know some people are gonna look at this and be like, as soon as I'm agreeing with this, like, it's funny. I don't care. It's funny stuff.
It's karma.
Like, some of them are probably, some feminists probably gonna watch this and just hate me out of this video.
But
whatever.
neither of us know the full story. We're just going off what like a headliner we've seen.
It was still something to laugh at a little bit, you know?
Yeah, it's literally, he pulled a Uno reverse.
Bro, imagine,
literally
bro.
a Uno reverse
Imagine,
card.
I'm gonna take care of her shit. You can't. It's my mom's.
Uno reverse and a draw four.
It's my mom's.
Uno reverse, wild card plus draw four.
You know she tried to reverse the divorce.
How can you reverse a divorce?
I think that's just equivalent to some cancel.
Oh, he's broke. He doesn't have enough money. Give it back.
Like, bro, like, stupid. Like, I mean, he was funny for that though.
Nah, man planned ahead.
Wait, did he cheat or did she cheat? What was it?
I don't know. That was the headline I read.
Okay, yeah.
But all right, so moving forward from that,
What a
because
king.
now I feel like we're having a little too much fun now.
What a king.
We're gonna get into losing focus. Oh, before we do that, I read that verse from the Bible, but the verse from the Quran that stood out to me from today, which is why I also read the Quran, is that in the chapter of the cow, 70 through 75, this is what I interpreted. Those who were corrupted yet understood God's word and tampered with it, question the misinformed and sell them their own written text, saying it's from God so that they may make profits. Does that make sense?
No, I get what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is those who have been corrupted but they understand the word of God will tamper with what they've understood from God and create text of their own, and tell the misinformed that this is the text from God, and then try to sell it to them and make profit. So rather than share the true, pure word, they tamper with it and then try to sell it off for the sake of making money. And I feel like that's a little interesting. I'm not going to get into theories in religion right now, but I'm kind of using that as a way for my life to look at things and how some people may tamper with the purity of what may appear to be for their own gain. So for instance, like lying. Let's say, you ever heard of the term gatekeeping?
Yes, I have.
So this I think it's like a prime example of gatekeeping. So when you're withholding information and not sharing it and instead you're like, only way you're going to give it away is like through profit, just making it harder for someone else.
I mean, I think, so for me, gatekeeping's a little different, you know what I'm saying? Working in music, it means like a little different, it means it's actually a lot different than what you're trying to say, because gatekeeping is like, we don't give you anything, like we don't give you the truth.
Right.
Like that's it, like we just kind of ostracize you, like push you out, like if we find like you're not worth it, like no. Like you're pushed out, because you're saying that we sell it to you.
Like you might sell it. That's the only way you'll give it up. Only way you'll give it up is if you sell it, make a profit of it. Like where'd you get those shoes from?
But like you're saying, you said that the evil person knows the truth and they just make their own like reality out of it.
No. Well, yeah, we'll go with that.
Well, see, that's the thing. Like I don't consider that gatekeeping. That's just person being manipulative. Because even I think the most evil people know their enemies the most. So it's kind of like, if you want to get into that, like that's the reason when I was like of a certain faction, like I kind of used to like debate with like a lot of people, and I used to kind of like understand like their reasoning on the other side. I'm like, okay, I get why they think like that. Like I get why the person that I don't agree with would think like that, but I'm just not gonna agree with it because it doesn't agree with my core values.
Right.
But
that's how it plays a role into like heartbreak, because like what I'm saying, the people who, like the stain painting Yash was making, those who are corrupted may twist their words to get someone who might not be in the same understanding as them to help believe that they're all right.
It's just kind of like what happens. You become the villain after the heartbreak. See, you break up with a girl. Oh man, Will, he was so abusive and toxic. He was an evil man.
This is a different
You don't
Will.
understand what he did to me.
Disclaimer, this is not me.
And the whole time, like, she cheated. But sometimes it can happen the other way around, where sometimes the guy did, like, do some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know, like, usually, like, I've noticed after every heartbreak, I don't talk bad about my exes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, damn, man, this is some fucked up shit. Like, am I mad about it sometimes? Yeah, but I'm also not gonna actually in public be like, you're a fucking whore. Like, blah, blah, blah. That's so immature. That's actually mature. Because that's actually me being just as emotional as them.
Yeah, so, just like how I talked about, like, the last podcast, keep your dignity when you're ending shit.
Right.
Always keep your dignity when you're ending shit. Because the way how the human mind works, bro, we would immediately just forget. If you came up to me screaming all your bullshit and about how much you hate me and stuff,
I'm not taking you serious.
Yeah, I'm not taking you serious. I'm gonna forget about you next day. But if you break down why we can't freaking work in a dignified manner that I can understand,
like we can't talk this out.
I'm gonna remember you for months. You feel me? So
yeah, when you told me about that friend, I don't see you as a friend anymore. I see you as an acquaintance. So what the heck?
Yeah.
Like what in the Matrix?
Nah, bro. I mean, people. Man, I get what you're saying. People just fall out, man. I think as you get older, man, you kind of realize people come in your life, people just leave you out of your life. Like you start to take things a lot less personal. Like that took me.
Make you fall out, boy.
Yeah, like some people always say, shit, man. We might be on this room 1 year from now, we might not even fuck with each other.
Nah, we gonna be somewhere better.
You know what I'm saying? Like
a year from now, we gonna be somewhere better.
No, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Like you always gotta be ready for that. But don't let it destroy your future. You know what I'm saying? Because I also had like some situations where I really don't trust a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes me a while to like really like trust someone now. Because at one point when I was younger, I used to be like that guy that had a lot of friends, hardcore like friends. Yeah, so I had a lot of acquaintances, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you become more selective of who's around you, and that's a fact. So when you get older, but also like, you can't be like paranoid 24/7, because then you're gonna be like that one guy that's like, hell no, dude's like a crackhead in the background.
But all right, moving on to our next topic, because we're coming up on our...
Damn, we blowing bodies, it's good.
Yeah, we got like 17 minutes before chop time, if we might be sooner.
It might be sooner,
Yeah. Losing focus now. That's what I want to talk about next. So that might have to be a whole nother segment, because you can lose focus in so many different ways, shape,
Oh my god, like right now you could talk about something else and it's over.
Yeah, you can lose focus from whether it's a topic in conversation or your phone or a club or organization, still talking about college and, life after college or high school. There's just so much the world has to offer, and you can really get tempted and lost into
Man, it's gonna offer me bills, man. It gets worse, y'all.
You get tempted by...
Don't let them
You
lie
can
to
lose
you.
focus by money, too.
Actually,
Money's cool. Like, you can lose focus on your purpose just for the sake of the chase of money. Like, that's a thing. It's a thing.
I had that same exact conversation. So I had that same exact conversation with one of my friends. He's from like a different country and everything, right? He's from a country like, you know, where he lives at, he doesn't really have like the facilities that we have in America, right? So he said that when he came here, he was just like, you know, parties all the time.
Yep.
Women he never with beauty he's never seen before.
Whoa.
You know, like
Where's your friend from?
He's from like a part of Africa. I forgot where it was.
He said there's beauty in America, not in Africa.
No, in America. He said that when he was in America, he was like, he never saw. He said like there were no women in Africa where he was from. Like there were no beautiful women for some. I was like, really?
Yeah.
I was.
That's why.
no,
Nah.
It's Will Part 2.
He in the wrong spot. Stop! No, he's in the wrong
Will
spot.
Part 2.
So basically when he came in, he said like,
There's beautiful women in Africa.
nah. Basically when he came there, like his village, his area, there was none. So like, so he was basically saying, I basically told him this. He came here to get like to make money and, you know, get up thing. But the thing is, he's been going to parties, and then he would just come to me talking about like, you know, my life. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. And I would really say that, listen, you don't understand. This land has a lot of opportunity. However, it also has a lot of temptations.
Facts.
Yeah, it got a lot of temptations.
Yeah.
You don't know how to like, you know, but if you know how to balance it out. I'm not saying don't go to parties, period. For me, I don't like parties because I just hate them. But for other people, they like parties. Balance it out. You know, balance out your work as well as your parties. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to fail. Because if you do too much work, you have no outlet.
You burn yourself out.
Yeah. For me, I don't need parties to outlet. But for other people, they do. Now, what I'm trying to say is learn how to balance it out. There's no problem in making a schedule throughout your week on what you're going to do, when you're going to party, you know? It's all right. And that's what people are, like, you know, scared to do. Because they're like, oh, I don't want my life to be on a schedule. I'm just like, no, shut up. Do it. You know? And you're right. You know, it's just like when it comes to focus, we have a lot of different types of commodities of things.
Bless you twice.
That, you know, get us distracted from our goals and everything.
I mean, the biggest factor is you ending on that was perfect. Like losing distraction losing focus from our goals. Like that's when you know you're losing focus, when you set a goal and you're not even thinking about it anymore. So it's always good. You can like get indulged and fall into all those like things that might tempt you, as long as you don't lose focus. When you lose focus, that's when things get a little hectic.
And it gets lame. Like you're like, what am I even doing this for anymore? So there's that. Like I would say,
Yeah, friend coming in.
Willard.
Pre! Oh, you got slide it. Ain't no hinges.
Damn.
Blue.
Welcome. All right, so everyone, this is Pre, fellow coworker, anime lover.
Yo.
Top 5. She's definitely not number 5. So yeah, feel free to take a seat real quick. Right now, we're talking about losing focus just in college or after college, and all the temptation or distractions that can fall into our life that, you know, make us lose track of our goals. Do you have any thoughts or opinions you want to share?
I think being in college and finding the right way to study is actually the most difficult thing
Man.
ever.
Dude, or go to right now. You don't understand. Right now, like I got mad shit due right now, bro. And I got like I'm doing community psych, bro. Such a worthless class. I don't care who watches this, bro. Bro, I don't care about community like that, bro. I came from some of the shittiest neighborhoods, bro. On God, bro. Like
It's like the best community sometimes.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? We're cooler than all the like the sheltered ones. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. So like yeah. And they everyone copies the culture, but you know, it's a different story.
No, that's his topic for today.
So anyway, yeah, that'll get me fired up anyway.
No.
So, yeah.
On the block.
It really do be like that though, because like you can plan your semester, take like, oh, I'm gonna do these 2 really hard and intensive courses and put all my focus and energy into that one, and then I would take these 2 really easy classes so I don't have to do anything on them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up failing like the 2 really easy classes because you forget to put any kind of focus or energy in them.
No, that's true. Like,
You try to prioritize what's the hardest or what's going to take most of your mental energy, and then you forget you have other responsibilities.
I'm a psych minor, right? So these classes are dumb easy. You know what I'm saying? I could probably be hot. I could probably be drunk as hell and get an A's in them. No
That
offense.
hurts.
So any psych man, it's easy, bro. Like,
Dude, that's like a 1-2 punch to my stomach.
like, I'm sorry. It's just how my brain is. But it's funny because I do so much better in these classes, and then I do like these bio classes, bro. And it's just like you're like, med school is looking like hoop dreams.
Yep, I felt that.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, and like for me, I get more mad because like my dad and all them, like they're all doctors. My granddad, like, and it's kind of like, bro, like, and like, dude, for me, like, if I ever decide to go into psychology, bro, I'll probably be like, I'm not executed, but like probably kind of kicked out the family.
I mean, you can go into neuroscience.
Nah, bro, you don't understand. My family didn't know me.
The brain counts.
I know what you're, but bro, I'm gonna say it on the podcast, yo. Like, on guy, like, bro, that's mediocrity. Like in my dad's side, like that's like, like that, like any psych, so my dad is very traditional. That's more for my sisters to do, and that's a gender role. So they're like, your sister wants to be a social worker, psychologist, good. If she gets a PhD in doctor, my dad's gonna be proud of her. But the thing is, for his sons, no, absolutely the fuck not. He's like, we brought you into this country for what? It's more American, Western versus Eastern way.
How much do you care about what your dad thinks though? What's more important, what your dad wants or what you want?
I kind of see it more like a needs based thing. Also, like I don't really, for me, I'm not like really interested in psychology like that, bro. I'm not, because I mean, for me, like I talk to people all the time. That's psychology enough for me, bro. So that's the thing. Like I get it. I understand you're like a psych major and all that, but the thing is, bro, with me, I feel like if I don't use my like STEM background, it's gonna be a waste of like myself.
Just take anatomy and physiology.
You know what I'm saying? No, I mean like those classes are cool, but for me, like I just feel like, I guess I do have some pressures and stuff from coming from like, you know, my.
You said your dad's a doctor.
My great granddad was a doctor. My granddad was my great granddad was a doctor. My granddad was a doctor. My dad was a doctor. It's like, for me, it's just kind of like a straight line. Like it's just kind of like, I feel like if I become anything outside, it's like a waste. And like honestly, like I don't know. That's why I'm like that's why I always like me and the social science kids were like. I mean, bro, you already see, man, we're butting heads a little bit right now.
You got some pressure.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like, fuck. I'm sorry, that's the only thing I can say. Like, yeah. And it just sucks that I do so good in these classes that had nothing to do with my major like that. And then like, I'm like, you know, I think at this point I'm just venting.
No, you're good.
No, that's valid.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, if you really care about your family and your father's opinion, then yeah, keep going for it. But like, if you're doing easy in all the psych classes, I would say you could continue doing a psych major, because my sister, she got a major in psych and she works at Children's Hospital, and she's making a pretty goddamn good salary. Oh, I'm allowed to curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Yeah, you can curse.
Yeah, she's making a pretty good salary right now, just with her with her psych degree that she started with. And then she got into some other hospital and they said, yo, we will pay for your nursing, and then we'll also pay for your CNA and any other specialties that you want to get. So honestly, if you want to pursue that route, you totally could. Like, it's really feasible.
The key for the
I mean, I always felt like it could have been, because I never had any trouble. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I don't like reading psychology textbooks. I just like to hear the stories people be talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And like for some reason, bro, like I just remember. I don't understand why my brain is like that. Only in psych class where like I can like literally be sleeping and like my professor, Dr. Resta, said literally this. He was like, "You never show up to class. How are you getting hundreds?" And the thing is, like, dude, and then I'll study, like, for microbiology and organic chemistry, bro, like, day and night. Bro, like, it is such a deficit. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, it pisses me off because I'm more interested in chemistry than I am psych. Yeah. I don't understand, like.
I'll give it some real thought. Psych has more fluid answers, whereas.
I think it's more practical. Like, you use psych more.
It's practical, but STEM has to be, like, strict. You have to be, like, accurate with the shit you're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas like you could say, I don't know, something that's a little off and kind of still get the right answer. They'll give you some leniency. Yeah. But STEM, like if you don't get like, I don't know, the right fucking ketone or element or muscle or insertion,
that's not the right reducing agent to.
Or even spelling, spelling, you're screwed. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And when you have to know Latin, you'll just be like,
nomenclature.
It's crazy.
Wait, are you a STEM major? Because you seem like you're kind of like going through PTSD right now.
Yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say like, yeah, you like, cause you like sound like you're like relating right now.
No, because like I'm in the same boat. I have to take Orgo for a third time this summer because I just like, I could study for like 3 hours straight and then nothing went through my brain. Versus all of the psych classes that I took. Didn't attend a single lecture.
Same here. 100. I'm not trying to sound like crazy, but psych has boosted my GPA. I rarely get under 90 and 90 in any exam in psych.
Not going to class is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, no, dude, it's just the thing is I don't need to. Because, like, I know it sounds cocky as hell, but, like, it repeats itself.
Yeah.
it generally repeats itself.
Repetition.
I mean,
that's
the
the best
thing
way to
about
say it.
No.
but the thing about psych is that like you can observe it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
easy to observe.
Yeah.
Makes it
Things
fun.
like bio, chem, you can't observe those on a normal basis unless you're cleaning your bathroom when you
Or you
want
work at a lab.
Yep, or
But,
at a lab.
but like
Yeah,
not all of us work at labs. That's so what she said is making like perfect sense, dude. Because like, how many times are you really going to sit down and be like, this is carboxylic acid mixed with like bromide? Like, bro, what the fuck?
No.
I'm never gonna see
Never.
that shit. I don't.
And she said, let's
Like,
clean the
it's-
bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
like I was always thinking about like should have been a psych major from the get go and just took my prereqs for pre med off, bro. Like my GPA is getting its ass beat right now,
Oh,
like
yeah.
low key. So wait, is this Orgo 1 or 2 that you're taking again?
Orgo 1.
Yo, that was a hard class. I took it
is.
twice, by the way. Like,
Oh, yeah.
So no, I wasn't like a one person type. I'm not that smart.
Oh yeah.
Like
I said, well, I was originally gonna do pre-med, but then I decided, A, that is way too much school.
yo, it.
And B, the PA or just regular bio degree only needs Orgo 1 and then Orgo 1 lab, and that's it.
Well, that's another one I'm gonna think about PA school
Yeah.
because so my GPA is enough. I'm not gonna say my GPA, but let's just say that it's like, bro, this is getting on my nerves. Let's just say that like I'm not gonna get into Johns Hopkins Medical School. You know what I'm saying? But I can maybe get like a little bit past the Caribbean if everything still works. You know what I'm saying? I can still like practice like hopefully in the States or Canada, but it's definitely not gonna be like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
you know like, but I think I could get in PA school, and that's yeah.
Yeah.
Like because I worked as I was an MA for a while. So like
okay.
I got like all them hours. I'm like, bruh.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm working where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Because like with our boss, I'm like, so theoretically, if I get our boss to like me enough, he could give me a recommendation to work somewhere else in the
Yeah.
company.
That's how it works. Yeah.
I saw surgeries in person.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Wait, were you shadow? Wait, were you pre med before?
Nah, I could be, but I just, you know.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's all, bro. Don't do it,
Unless I ever do
man.
this, probably gonna talk during surgery and fuck up.
No, I mean I would hope not, but.
Like, heck, no,
But you know what, bro? I will say, like, I think the era of the doctor is dying off anyway. Like, so much
Yeah.
more people want to be PAs. Like, at one point, dude, you should see, like, the amount of people, like, in my micro class who are, like, they're, like, going for pre-med, and it's just, like, I'm like, man, like, you guys are really, like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, do something with biology and then also with bioinformatics or some kind of comp
Yo,
sci
bioinformatics
major.
is crazy right now.
Yeah. Like, if you have anything having to do with technology under your belt, you're good. You're set for life.
Yeah, straight up. That's
Take
six figures right there.
Take a comp sci.
Yeah. Yeah, like, dude, because I was thinking about doing bioinformatics, but it's like hella comp sci, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be as bad because, like, so I used to be a math major beforehand, which, honestly, that was easy. I swear, like, it was, like, again, I showed up for those classes because they were cool, but never for psych. Because,
That.
dude, no offense to you, bro.
Yeah,
I just, like, for some reason, I like psych, I just could not go to a class, bro. It just, like, sounds, it's just,
I like psych in practice. Like whenever I'm
Yeah.
with my friends and we're talking like G-SMED stuff, I'm like, oh wow.
we're talking about, what it was-
G-SMED gossip.
Oh, cheese. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, no,
Who?
it's Spanish. No, that's why I just. That's why I just
I was
double.
gonna say.
That's
Oh,
why I
yeah,
just
sorry.
double back because I was like, the fuck she speaking Spanish for? Like, I didn't think you were Hispanic.
Okay,
Sorry.
sorry.
No, you're
Yeah.
good.
Are you
So-
Hispanic?
Yeah.
Yeah, she.
I'm just very white passing. I'm in my winter shade right now.
Wait, where are your parents from?
Guatemala.
Okay,
How about you're Hispanic too?
my mom's from Honduras. My dad's Greek.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like having those little gossip sessions, I'm always like, so I can very clearly tell that this person may or may not have narcissistic personality
Oh my god, bro.
disorder.
Oh my god, bro. No, don't even get me started on this, bro. Like, no, that's TikTok psychology, not real.
No, the TikTok psychology is even worse. I have this vent session all the time where I'm like, listen, please, like, stop making jokes that, like, haha, I have ADHD depression. It's so funny and quirky. Like,
You
no,
don't even
bitch.
Yo,
know
listen,
That's
my
really
professor.
debilitating.
So Doctor. Wait, can we drop professors' names?
I'll see why not.
Dr. Girash. So I
Oh my
literally I
God.
went to office hours, and I said, well, I go to office hours a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been like,
I've seen
yeah,
you.
like so. I said, Dr. Girash, I am not a chem major, but like I enjoy chem, and like at one point I was gonna be a chem major if it wasn't for like math. But that's like my chem professor at community college like completely was a dick to me. So I said, fuck that shit. I told her, she was like, well, I don't know. She kind of told me like apologize for the whole like thing. I was like, don't worry about it. It's forever ago. And she said, she said that I get flustered a lot, like even when I'm not during like test taking decisions. And she was like, she was kind of like, do you take medication? I said, I do take medication. And then she was like, first, like, but she said, like, no offense to you, but you seem like you're like have ADHD. I'm like, yeah, I just hate taking medication because it makes me feel like shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, I've been studying on medication, and like, again, it just makes me feel like a zombie.
Yeah.
But she was, no, bro, sometimes I need that. For me, like, people might be like more sensitive with that shit. She pretty much called me like, I'm pretty much stupid. And I thought, it pretty much may sound like she pretty much like, I'm an idiot. But I just have ADHD really bad.
Yeah.
I stopped
it's like
taking medication.
No, so the thing is, bro, with STEM, you need to full focus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I got fun with it.
bro, I cannot.
If I'm not having fun with it, it ain't worth it.
No, I mean, that could be like your thing, bro. For me, like, I guess I'm just a glutton for punishment. I think anyone who's a pre-med is a glutton for punishment.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
Nah, this entire semester, no, like my entire like college experience, I've been struggling with STEM because I just got diagnosed with ADHD. So I've seen most of my friends who have ADHD on their medications.
You
And
have
I'm,
ADHD, that's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I have ADHD.
That's even the name of this podcast.
I have it.
ADHD.
No, there's someone who made that ADHD world, I think.
No, ADHD. No, ADHD. No, we could have a topic about
It's like a
ADHD.
spectrum.
Yeah, because like my thing is like I must have it for me. I think I must have it pretty bad because she started relating to her own. Dude, she started opening up about her own daughter to me about that. She was like, no, you and my daughter are mad similar. She was like, you guys understand, like, bro. I started explaining all these different pathways, but the thing is, when I learn something, I get excited because I related to skateboarding. I know it sounds kind of crazy, like you're like,
No, that's valid.
so I grew up skateboarding. So when I learned a new trick, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm better than you. Y'all can never. Like when you suck, like I'd be like, yeah, straight up be like, I could never be at that level. Even though I was at that level, but like I get this cocky like sense. So I'm just like, yo,
The ego
fuck you. Like
No,
I'm sorry.
it's
Like
so
you know what I'm
true.
saying? Like
I was just having that. No, I was just having that feeling. I was just having that feeling teaching because I was doing a stat, right?
Too hype, nothing.
No, you're not wrong. I was doing just having that feeling. I was teaching Carl a stat, right? And I just like the fact that I'm teaching you this. I just felt, I don't know why, but I just felt like calling her a dickhead for some reason. You know, like I just felt like
call her a dickhead.
no, not in that sense, but I just felt like, you know, like, wow, so you didn't understand this problem. Yes.
I hate people like that. We're like, oh, why didn't you get this? Why didn't you understand this?
Because the thing was,
I'm not
she was trying to like make it sound like she understood everything, right, on the phone for these past few days. Because the thing is, I didn't bother her at all. Because she's always like, you know, able to understand stuff. But for some reason, and I just realized that she does this a lot. She basically acts like she understood a thing, but then all of a sudden I give her a call. What questions do you need? How many questions you got? 5 and 7? And I'm like, what about the other ones? Oh my God. You didn't do any of them. And then all of a sudden
she's one of the people you be on the phone with, just be like,
yeah, because I'm like trying to, but no, not like that. She's smart. But like, I wish she told me so that way I wouldn't have to spend the 30 minutes teaching her. Instead, we could have spent the 30 minutes working on the questions that we had to work on. But that was low-key funny as hell.
That's one thing that I realized about most people who have ADHD is the way to get people to like back to their center of focus is be like, hey, tell me this thing that you're really passionate or like obsessed about, and then go back to the topic that we were talking about before. Like I did that to my best friend. It was like a 2-hour car trip, but she was falling asleep, and she was like, okay, I need you to say something that's gonna keep me awake. And I was like, so tell me about the dream SMP. She was talking for the entire 2 hours, not a single break.
What is a dream SMP?
That sounds like a stock, but I don't do that.
I really don't know what it is, but I think it's some kind of Minecraft thing that she's obsessed with.
Dream SMP.
I don't know what that.
Wait, I got
like,
technology. What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like somebody's gonna throw hands. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So like I said, when I learn like a new mechanism, I just think of skateboarding. Like, dude, sometimes like throughout campus, like the day, there'll be kids like skateboarding, right? And I'll just be like, yo, let me see that real quick. And then they'll be like, how do you do that? And dude, I'll get almost distracted trying to teach them how to skate. Be like, don't push Mongo. Seriously, do not. If you push Mongo, trash.
Yep.
You longboarders that push Mongo, I hope
I don't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna say that. I don't hope that you guys run into traffic, but I hope you hit a pebble and you fall and you start pushing like a regular and goofy. It's ugly.
Frustrating when they don't do things the way that you know how to do them.
Well, hold on, wait. We're at that point. Hold on, we're getting into like the whole physics professor thing. I've been teaching physics for 25 years. How do you not understand this? So I'll agree with Will on this one. I knew what this was coming.
I hate that.
No. But the thing is, sometimes, bro, with STEM, it's only one way to learn it. That's why psych has so much.
It is Minecraft. Sorry.
Wait, is that like axolotls things?
No, the Dream
Lord.
SMP is survival multiplayer. Dream SMP stands for survival multiplayer, a type of Minecraft server was created by a YouTuber who goes by Dream. Over the last 18 months, Dream
Dream like the dude with the mask?
Invited other Twitch streamers and YouTube personalities, including Tommy Innit, Tubbo, George Not Found, Collins, and several more to join it.
I know what this is now. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
She relates a lot of things back to it, and I'm like, so this is how we get information into your brain. Got it.
Wow, that's actually pretty cool.
That's neuroplasticity at its finest.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's chop time, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, true.
All right. This is where we get into the fun part of the podcast is fun, but this is a little more fun.
Yep.
All right, so welcome to Chop Time. This is where we chop up all things possible. Any topics we have for the day, we're going to go fully uncensored, off the radar, speak our minds.
Let's get it.
What would you guys like to talk about today?
I don't know. All right.
Pre, anything you got?
You want to throw something?
Yeah, if y'all don't come with ideas, I got something.
You know them fur seals?
What?
Them fur seals?
Fire seals?
Fur seals.
Fur seals?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
I just found out.
What's a fur seal?
That's
It's a fur seal. Basically, this is how they work. So basically, there's a fur seals, right? There's seals that have fur on them. Okay. So.
Oh, furry seals.
Yeah. So
Ew,
basically,
those people are gross.
no. So basically, they're very territorial.
You mean like
The top.
Oh.
No. Fur seals, like they're very territorial. So basically, the top fur seal, the alpha,
Oh.
he basically keeps all the females. Okay, and I just found out about this. So when you have an alpha that like scares off all the other males to not letting them have the
Right, the mating thing.
yeah, to mate. So what I just found out was that where do the fur seals relieve their pain? Like their sex drive. They rape penguins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No. The
Yeah.
penguins are
How
wild.
would they
saw
rape
this on-
penguins?
on,
I was
TikTok.
like,
Imagine a
bruh.
fucking
So
penguin.
I saw a video.
Imagine a penguin
And they was
just-
like, how? They're like, no, you hear,
Oh my god.
No.
Hey.
I swear. Arctic animals
No
are
penguin
wild.
slander. No, I'm not gonna lie. The Arctic biome, even though it's like just being destroyed by day, but
I fuck with penguins.
nah, bro. Arctic biome, I think that's where the true nature really works at, bro. Cause like it's just like, man,
It's rough out there.
yo, for real, polar bears be like, yo, you know, polar bears are cannibals. They're cannibalistic.
Yeah.
You know, wow.
You know what freaking killer whales do? Just for fun. They'll take a seal, slap them up into the air.
Like
for
30
fun.
That's kind of funny though, yo.
No,
That's
on
kind
that.
of funny
I
though.
don't fuck with orcas because they literally I saw a video. Took 20 orcas to kill one humpback whale.
Humpback whales are big.
They're
bro.
big, but 20 of them, and the humpback whale still got away. Imagine being an apex predator, and it took 20 of y'all to kill something that was minding its own business.
Wait, is the killer whale apex?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's what kills an orca?
A bigger orca. Kidding.
I was about to say nothing. So they're just
Humans.
They're just bullies of the ocean. That's it.
They really
I hate orcas with a
Orcas
passion.
and dolphins.
No, dolphins can get
serial
murked.
killers.
No, dolphins are serial.
They can get murked by
Well,
a
no,
shark.
hold on, wait,
though.
hold up. No, dolphins. All right, we can't use the R word like that.
I said murked.
No. I'm saying like because remember you said the R word. I think so. No, dolphins are like kind of serial grapists, like in the wild. Grapist. We gotta say
Oh, they
grapist.
can
We
get
don't. We
wrapped.
can't. We
Yes.
cannot say the other word
Get
for
wrapped.
monetization reasons. Grapist. Yeah, grabbed.
Grabbed.
Yeah, they dolphins like to grape.
They're wild.
Yeah, which is kind of insane, bro. And they have. I think they're one of the few mammals that have sex for actual pleasure. So
Yeah.
that's even scary
That's
because
terrifying.
that's yeah.
That's not even the
We're
only
called
thing.
dolphins.
That's not even the only thing. Bro, I remember I was in Florida Keys and they're like, they had these chickens, you know what I'm saying? They had these chickens and this like male chicken was going around, he saw himself a female chicken. They hopped on my lap and like they busted a nut inside of
Wait, what?
So, hey, just,
No, I was just like,
no, everything but the egg.
bro, like he just busted a nut inside of the hen and like, and then he then just flew and booked it. I was like, what the hell? Like,
how do you know? Like, were you watching them just have? How do you,
bro, I felt like, like right there. He's like rooster.
Chickens are another wild.
Bro, they are
animal.
I personally
I like chickens.
No, these were chickens, these were
Look it up.
roosters. And you know what's crazy? So I just found I was doing when I was in Florida Keys. Basically, these are back then, these were called fighting chickens, okay?
Oh, the
so
best.
basically,
Fighting cows.
Those are big ass legs.
yeah. So basically,
The
they
rats.
decided to release them all into the streets and everything.
That's terrifying.
Because so now
Those
they're like
chickens are
all over.
bullies.
Wait, what area?
Mhm.
Florida Keys.
Florida Keys.
Of course, it's Florida.
No, dude, Florida. They, no,
Florida got
no, in
alligators.
Florida they released.
I'm not going to Florida.
Nah, bro, Florida's lit, bro. Because honestly, like, I love the fact that, like,
Crocodiles,
nah, bro,
chickens.
I see what you mean with like the alpha shit. Cause when I went to Florida not too long ago, so I'm from New York City, bro. Nothing but rats. The rats are the only
female rat
bro,
population in
bro,
New York is
no, let me
crazy.
tell you something, bro. You seen the rats, bro. So when people tell me like there's the alpha animals, I believe there's like an alpha rat. But like the one when in terms of alpha, like I saw an iguana and it was like a
An
black
iguana in
iguana.
New York is
But
crazy.
no. I mean I've seen them around people as pets. But when you go to Florida, there's like so many of them. So instead of you fighting rats in Florida, you're fighting iguanas, which is tropical rats with
With claws.
yeah.
Rats.
So the thing is, I remember the guy that I was traveling with. He was like, "Oh, that's an alpha iguana." I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And he was like, "Well, it's black and has like red stripes and all that." I was like, "Yo, this shit look like Jurassic Park. It's sick. Now let me throw a rock at it." So bro, like I didn't realize, like, bro, you know, it's legal to kill them. That's why I did. I don't
Is
kill.
it?
Yeah, it's legal to kill them because they're invasive population. That's why. Listen, that's why I picked up the rock and tried to kill every iguana. Listen, I'm not gonna do that to like every animal. You know what I'm saying? So I picked up a rock, bro. I fucking chucked as hard as I could, bro, and like I smashed I smashed his leg. So I mean, it was kind of like bleeding everywhere. Dude, there was a group of like elementary school kids like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Mind you, so I'm thinking like, bro, I'm not that much taller than these kids most likely, but it's gonna have like a wave of like fourth graders try to fight
my
me.
God.
Imagine, bro, they thought I was a fourth grader, bro. I'm swinging. Imagine that, bro.
Dude.
Like, just imagine, it's like, bro, it's like the meme, bro. Could a grown ass man handle a wave of fifth graders or something
No.
like that, bro? Like,
Immediately
bro,
no.
they were like, look, he's killing, and like, bro, my friend's like, shut the fuck up to these kids, bro. like, you know what I'm saying? Because he's fishing and like,
Bro,
we
me and my
were,
mans did something
like, bro, like, it's
No, me and my man did something like- me and my man did something like- so we went to the basketball court, right? And all of a sudden these little ass kids, and my man Steven, he was like a JV basketball player, and he could dunk. So all of a sudden he plays basketball, he drops.
That's crazy.
Bro,
That's crazy, bro.
Bro, he like, man's dropped 50 points on these little ass kids. Like he was dunking on these kids, kicking them, calling them names, and then he just left like this. You know, I was like, bro.
Bro, they're kids.
Ready to eat for everyone.
Bro, these were elementary schoolers. We were in high
Even
school.
worse. Yo, JV, a 9th or 10th grader going against 5th graders, bro. What the?
Stop, that's wild.
Like, that is wow.
Crazy. Bro.
You gotta, but like you gotta put them in
Dunking on
their
them,
place.
bro.
It builds character for them. They're gonna remember this.
No, that's true. So listen,
I agree. Bullying
no,
is fire.
bro, hold on.
Yes, bullies made me the man I am today.
I agree with that. I ain't gonna
I got
lie.
thrown
You know
in
what?
the
Let me
trash
tell you
can.
something. So when I was younger, I was really into anime, and one time this girl made me feel so like bad about liking anime. Now, first of all, fuck her.
still
So,
into
cause I still watch anime, but the thing is,
Hey.
bro, I was wearing.
All of us.
Listen, bro. There was a point in time where I could have been one of those weirdos wearing a tail, and she was like,
no.
"You look fucking lame, and you're about to get no bitches." On God, I was like,
She said no
"Thank
bitches?
you, no bitches, bro." On God,
I'm not
like,
the girl on Tinder who said.
listen, bro. First of all, bro, I'm not even gonna get into Tinder
Tinder,
escapades.
yes!
But the point is, haram. First of all, I'm kidding.
It is not-
So like, haram.
She had
So-
the best bio
so
I
that-
had ever seen. All her bio said was no bitches, and then ended with a glizzy and a loaf of bread. Fire.
I kind of like the aesthetic. I kind of like the aesthetic. Haram. Red
No-
flag
they
right
said
there.
no bitches.
So anyway.
Question mark.
So no, dude. The thing is, when she said the no bitches part, bro, it wasn't even the fact that she called me lame and all these names, bro. It's just the no bitches part really got to me, and I was like, fuck. She was right, you know. And ever since then, you know, I've been acting more. I've never, not man. I mean, yeah, I would say like not like a fucking lame, like.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't really wear graphic tees no more like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, graphic tees, like the Nintendo 64 things. Like, if you're wearing a Nintendo 64
I
shirt
miss those
and you want a
tees.
bad bitch, bro, just
Yeah.
letting you know that's not gonna happen, King.
That used to be a flex. Middle school,
You're talking about SoundCloud era. I know what you mean. Yeah,
No,
no.
not the
Like, you have
SoundCloud
Nintendo
era.
Wii.
Hold on, whoa. What you mean? You got SoundCloud era slander?
No, I just like in middle school, all those wannabe SoundCloud rappers who just weren't gonna go anywhere, and they made it their entire personality.
Dude, I feel bad for the kids that got like the face tats and literally went
Bro,
nowhere.
that's nothing.
leave little Zans alone.
I ain't gonna make
That's
fun of someone
nothing.
being addicted to Zans, but they're probably like, yo, bro, let me hold 40 till Friday. Come on, big bro.
No, that pain is nothing compared to when like you would have like a white boy find out where you're from. Like if it's like, for example, Gaithersburg, it's not bad, right? But for some reason, Walter Johnson, they're like, oh, that's a hood. So all of a sudden, this guy, dude, what's your fucking name, man?
Oh,
hey,
no.
dude, what's your name? And like, my name is Yash.
Wait,
I'm like,
where are you?
dude, where are you from? And I'm like,
Wait, are you deep? Or me and you, we're Baltimore. Wait, y'all DMV, right?
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, he's like, where the fuck?
I'm DMV.
No, you're not.
outside of Baltimore.
Baltimore claims you. No, I'm gonna say no. You know,
I'm a friendly
I'm gonna explain to you. So I worked in the underground rap scene. They really don't fuck with Columbia dudes unless if they got a cousin from West
Really?
Baltimore. Oh God, let me explain to you. That's how it works. That's why when I used to get in mad fights with people over here, dude. The only reason I even know what Wild Lake is because I got into a dumbass brawl with a bunch of people that my cousin's from over west, yo. So it'd be like a bunch of people. Like that's the only reason I even know what Columbia is. And I did like a chick out there once,
Shout out to
twice.
Drewski.
So yeah, he went here too. People don't believe it. He's from
Drewski went to
Columbia,
UMBC.
and he's from Columbia. Drewski
You know who Drewski is?
could have been records.
Fat black dude, blonde hair, makes a bunch of
That
jokes.
guy?
Yeah.
Hangs out with
Jack UMBC?
Harlow.
I'm gonna be
Holy
honest. I'm still part of the sheltered HCC kids, so I very vaguely know.
Oh my god.
All right, no, she's seen. No, bro, hold up.
I'm gonna pull a picture.
She's alive, so she has a pulse, so she's seen.
He said
this
she's
guy.
alive.
Yeah. So yeah.
Does jokes with Jack Harlow and shit.
No, they're not
Yes.
even friends anymore.
They're
I
not?
don't-
Why?
No, they have to be. There's no way.
Why?
When's the last time you seen him in a video together?
I see him in an new NBA drop.
Wait,
They
I know
played.
his face. What has he been in?
He's just like a funny not a TikToker. He's
Maybe he
like
went to
Oh,
UMBC, right?
he like could have
Yeah, I
been
vaguely know.
been records. Yeah. All right, never mind. I was listening to
he made jokes about the college fraternities.
Like how lame-
Kyle
like-
Roger University.
like,
you dip, bro.
yeah.
You dip, bro. The same with the can.
He didn't like the college either.
Oh, did you bang? Did you bang?
bang. Oh yeah.
Like her sister? Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. But anyway, so
Seeing kids from like the Howard County system mixed with the kids from Baltimore system is so interesting to see. It is so interesting because it's such a like all of the Howard County kids think they are so tough.
I was
and-
just gonna actually flame the Howard County kids just now.
Oh, yeah.
So listen,
Man, I'm a Howard
just
County kid,
because
so
you
I'm
go to Wild Lake and your cousin lives over there in Gwen Oak over West Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, where I spend a lot of time at, bro, they'll be like, yo, my cousin from the city, yo, when he come in, about fuck y'all up, man, shut up, man. Like, bro, like no, it's none of that. So the point is, what I'm saying is, right after what's the next county after Howard County? PG County kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all DC now. We don't beat our feet, if you know what I mean. Go music. Yeah, we don't beat our feet. It's all club, and I guess like southern trap beats. And what do you call each other? Mo's? What up, Mo?
Yeah. When in
Bro,
BC, they call
yo,
them-
bro. One time there was a
Saying fool.
no, bro. I mean, I believe maybe the Hispanic population there, but
I'd be
no.
like, what's good, fool?
That's kind of like a tack. That's
Hey.
Mo, ear.
yeah. Is it?
How do you know you're from Maryland is if you have kids asking, they don't ask you like what neighborhood you're from, they ask
Yeah, you know how
what
they-
high school you go to.
Yeah.
That's
That
literally how it
is
is.
so true.
That's true.
Yo, you know how they know it from Baltimore? For this stupid man, I'm out here with it. It's stupid ass
Too.
bitch. Man, you know what the fuck going on, man? That's
Too much.
$2 too much. Yeah, it's like the whole like,
Lord.
Baltimore accent. Yeah.
My lower sister.
Earn, iron, earn. I can never say that shit. Yeah, like, like my Baltimore accent has like a limit to it, but I can like be like, man, fuck it is stupid. What it is?
Fuck it is, dummy.
Completely unrelated, but also still related to Baltimore. We were watching a zombie movie yesterday. I swear to God, if a
Zombies in
apocalypse
Baltimore.
happens, Baltimore's good.
Yeah, we fighting back.
Yeah,
we fighting back.
Baltimore's good.
You think we're fighting? You're wildin'.
Do you
A
remember
zombie
that-
apocalypse?
Remember how there was a week where we celebrated no reported murders? Yeah.
Oh, I know where
Baltimore's
she's
good.
going with
Oh,
this.
yeah.
I know where she's
You
going
think
with
people
this.
are just gonna shoot up the zombies?
Oh yeah,
Town?
100%.
100%.
100%.
Oh, freaking.
So I know what you mean, and there is some merit to what she's saying. Either two things are gonna go. A lot of people in the hood don't fuck with that creepy shit, so half of them are gonna fold. The other one's gonna be like, "Hey man, what the fuck? I'm trying to stay outside." They're gonna fight back.
But,
Yeah.
Bro, there's a lot more guns in the city than there probably is in the Army Reserves.
Alright.
Like if you want to go that way, bro.
Alright. We're going there. We're going there.
Like if you want to go.
Yeah, it's not capping. Like, bro, like, I know
yo,
like
it's
5 people
yeah.
that have carry guns on this.
I'm just saying, if you want to go on the zombie apocalypse tip, yeah, I'm saying I think
Let's
we're
ask a
fighting
real
back.
question here then.
Okay.
Does Baltimore need Batman?
No, yeah.
For TikTok
Yeah.
reasons, so you can get beat up. Hell yeah.
People be saying he's gonna die, but like I don't know. It's
Bro,
Batman.
imagine someone dresses Batman thinking they're doing the right thing, and they're like, oh, shit, look,
I
stupid.
think the
Oh
real
man, what
question
it?
is, Will Batman survive?
No, he wouldn't.
Baltimore?
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
What are you
No, he wouldn't.
talking about?
Gotham.
He survived way worse than Baltimore. He survived the Joker. He survived.
I
He
think
beat Superman. He would have been God.
There's a lot
He-
of Jokers in.
Yeah.
Bro.
You can find the equivalent of Joker.
Okay, but can you find Superman? Can you find
You had a
Superman?
bunch
Can you find
of Jokers in Fed Hill.
Superman? Can you find Superman? He beat Superman like a bunch of times. Come on.
Bro,
That's just Westmore.
Instead of the Joker, he's just gonna find the plug name. Yo, what's up, man? It's D in this bitch. You know, I'm out here with that stupid ass. You know, like just shoot Batman, bro. I swear, Batman will not
have the
survive.
highest IQ out of all the superheroes.
And he'll die in
Humanly
Baltimore.
possible.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna turn to North
Sometimes
Avenue.
IQ does not, like.
IQ don't stop bullets.
Yeah, it doesn't stop.
His
Also,
bulletproof suit does, as well as bulletproof cape does.
Baltimore will find him. They'll hit him with a car.
also, street smarts built into it, bro. So Batman doesn't even know what he's doing. I mean,
But the thing is, Batman. Okay, let's.
Man,
say,
you're riding hard
but
for
nah,
Batman, bro.
Nah, I'm sick of this shit. All right, we're gonna end this conversation. Okay, we're talking about Batman. We talk about a Batman from Baltimore. Okay, because that's how a Batman resides in the city that he lived in, right? So let's talk about like a person that grew up in Baltimore and he has the same abilities as Batman. So he knows the city from the back of his hand. All right. So you're telling me?
We're saying if Batman pulled up to Baltimore
Okay,
to fight
but
crime.
you also realize he got his car jacked by like a 12-year-old.
Oh yeah, I was
Okay,
just
never
gonna
mind.
say.
Okay, I'm good. I'm
So
good.
yeah, thank you. I was waiting for someone to say that. But the thing is, what I'm saying is like, bro, if he's truly a person from Baltimore, he don't care.
Oh shit.
Walking up.
Yeah, Greenmount, bro. I
You
live
seen
in
it?
Lucy. Yeah, bro.
You seen that video?
I live right around this.
You've seen that video though.
No, but I could see it.
Greenbelt
Alright,
Avenue in Baltimore at 4 a.m.
But I think this is where we conclude our podcast because now I'm starting to lose focus and
Yeah, and I know
this has been very fun.
I drive that road every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there any final words that everyone would like to say before I close out?
Drink water. Stay away from toxic people. You know. Besides,
Batman
nah.
doesn't survive Baltimore.
Baltimore's not real.
Take that back. We just got Odell.
What, Batman?
We just got Odell.
Odell Beckham.
Yeah, we got him and baby Jesus, his son.
We might be able to do something then.
Bro, look, actually, I'll say this when the podcast is off. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming on. We all appreciate you. Yash, Pri, thank you again.
Yeah.
Please stay tuned. We will be posting very soon, sometime this month. And remember, you matter. Always take the time for yourself to prioritize yourself. And we'll figure this out piece by piece. Peace.
But I'm telling you, bro, right off the bat, bro, we all know a real person from Baltimore does not care. Like, bro, let me tell you something. I don't know anything about DMV culture. That is one area I never traveled to like that. That's why when you guys be saying, naming these towns, I'll be like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, I remember one day, I had to work somewhere, like Rockville or something like that.
Backing up and stuff?
Like, so I had to work at Rockville, and I was like, yo, what the fuck is a Rockville, bro? So,
Rockville is low-key dope as fuck, bro.
like, bro, it was like
We got some good
it was like a
fucking
bunch of
food.
rich kids, and I'm just like,
Not
what the
rich kids, nah. There's some parts. There's some parts. Rockville got
Like-
some parts.
All the killers.
Wait, is Gator Briggs where all the Spanish people are at, right?
No, Langley Park.
No. The gates were back.
Yeah.
So hold up,
Israel got
like,
Hispanic love.
like I said, for me, I'm from the Bronx, so like everyone there's black and Spanish. That's what I'm saying. So like, and then everyone's like mixed. Like everyone around where I was at was mixed as fuck. So, cause like that's where you run into like the crazy like Dominicans and Japanese mixed. Like that one guy from TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Like yeah. I drive past that road every day.
You gotta listen to what he's saying though.
That's crazy.
He's literally driving. Oh wait, don't touch it.
Yeah, the chicken box is on there.
He
Yeah,
said,
bro.
ain't no robbers out here. It's just dirty.
No, bro. While I live